Didn't see you there. Hi there, friends. Diva LaVida here. It's still stay at home time, so we're being scantily clad in my own kitchen, all by myself. So today we're going to attempt bread. I know everyone else has already tried bread. This is my first time trying bread. We are specifically doing a fast bread. This comes from the book Fast Breads, ! It is the basic semi-sweet white bread. Fun facts, this is the recipe when my brother LaVida got married. He asked for a bunch of recipes so that he and his wife could start their own like family recipe book, which is like so sweet and beautiful and wonderful. And this is the recipe that my mother gave to them, Mama LaVida. And so this year, I guess we've just all given up hope on my ever getting married, since my mother just sent me this recipe. It was just like, make some bread. So let's do it. This is Mama LaVida's Fast Breads recipe from the book Fast Breads. Basic semi-sweet white bread. Let's see how it goes. So first things first, we need to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Boom, that's gone. All right, let us begin with our dry ingredients. So this just says mix together dry ingredients. Easy peasy. We're gonna start with the unbleached flour. I don't know why it's gotta be all unbleached. Fun fact, I did not own unbleached flour before trying to make this recipe. I had to go to the store and get some, and this was the smallest bag they had available. So I really hope this works out, because I don't know what else to do with all this flour. Whew, but we're gonna use 2 whole cups of this. So I've got my trusty 1 cup here, and just spooning this flour into it. I'm gonna try not to make a mess, but if you've seen me try to cook before, you know I'm gonna make a mess. Let's use the knife here to try and... So, oh, that turns out that's enough there for a cup. Boop. And I've got my big bowl hiding in the back over here. I'm just gonna... Oh no, I'm holding too many things. I'm holding too many things. There we go. 1 cup. But we need 2 cups. I don't know. I found some kind of satisfaction with having to cook for myself so often during these stay-at-home times. So that's a silver lining, I suppose. All right, that's all right. 2 cups. Get out of here, flour. Wow. It looks like a lot, but it's not. We need a 1/2 cup of sugar. Now this doesn't say anything about sifting or anything. We just gotta get it all together in the bowl. Big old thing of sugar too. Let's see. Am I skilled enough to just pour this in? Oh, I believe I am. So a 1/2 cup. Whoa! That was a lot. That was a lot. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Whoop. So let's get that in there with pouring that right in. And we just need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, not baking soda. Ugh. Let's see, we'll just dig in there. Tap it out, make sure it's pretty even. Yep, I feel good about it. 1. Get a second one of those. That feels pretty even, right? I think so. And a 2. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Yes, and my 1/2 teaspoon prepped, ready to go. I'm gonna do this over my excess bowl here, so I don't want to put in too much salt by accident. I think that's pretty even, right? I think so. Here we go. 1/2 teaspoon of salt in there. And let's just give that a mix it out. Just combining all the dry ingredients together. It's hard to tell when they're really mixed because they all look the same to me, you know what I mean? Well, I hope that's enough. Okay, I did stir it a little bit more. Now it looks like this. I feel like everything is pretty combined. But I guess you don't want to overwork stuff, or so I'm told, with the baking. But that's, I don't know. I've never made this before. We're gonna move on now to stir together our wet ingredients. Stir together wet ingredients is all it says. So, is this what it feels like to be on the Great British Baking Show? When the recipe is just like, and then make a cake. Like, I'm sorry, what? Except this does, I mean, this is clearly a recipe. Okay, so I've got actual milk here. We need a cup of actual milk. Usually I prefer a soy or nut substitute, but not this time. We're gonna try and do this properly. So a full cup of milk. Boop, boop. So I've got that there. It'll be ready to go when it's time to go. And now we need 1 egg beaten. Oh, friends, I don't know if you know this about me, but I have stopped eating eggs on the regular. So I actually haven't cracked an egg in kind of a while. If an egg is hidden in a baked good, it doesn't bother me at all. Hence what we're doing here today. But I actually haven't cracked an egg in over a year at least. So let's see how it goes. Boop boop. Just gonna give it a shot. Hey, that worked out all right. Why was I so nervous about that? I feel like with most things, there's a lot of like, but is it gonna be okay? And then it turns out to be okay, most of the time. All right, so let's see. We're gonna beat this egg. I've got my trusty fork here. There we go, there we go. You're just gonna mess this sucker up. Ah! I guess you could, if you want to be fancy, you could do this with a whisk. But I am not fancy. At least, not in this regard. I just get my fork in there and smack it around. Brah, 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 brah. I think that's enough. I hope that's enough. I'm not sure how much more I could beat that. So I am just gonna combine my milk into this big bowl. Whoop. Give that a stir about. And now I need 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using a canola oil. I assume that's what it refers to because it just says oil. So let's see, 2 tablespoons, here we go. I'm gonna be very careful with this. 1. Whoop, don't spill. 2. I'm just gonna stir all that together. Want that as combined as can be. All right, I feel like that's combined. I feel good about it. Whew. So that's all the ingredients. Like so far, pretty chill, no big deal. Just a lot of stirring. My own egg anxiety coming out, but that's cool. So next thing, we're gonna just combine the wet and the dry ingredients very lightly. The recipe specifically says very lightly, which I feel like I've heard that in previous baking things. You don't want to overwork your dough. Or is it a batter? This might be a batter. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're just gonna, I've got all my dries in this bowl. I've got all my wets in this bowl. Let's mix them together. Here we go. Boop. All right. No big deal so far. I don't need double fork action. What's wrong with me? All right, so I think we just want this combined. We just want everything together. So you want all the dry stuff to be wet. And that should get us where we want to be. Now the recipe says the batter will be very runny. This doesn't appear runny to me, not gonna lie. Maybe their idea of runny and my idea of runny is different. I've just barely combined everything. I mean, you watched me stir it. It wasn't that long. I've combined everything and this does not strike me as runny. But I don't know what I might have done wrong. But I don't want to overwork this. It feels very combined to me. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it as is. So what do we do next? So next we need to pour this into a greased, medium-sized loaf pan, which I happen to have. I'm not gonna lie, my mother sent this to me. Mama LaVida was so committed to this happening that she sent me a medium-sized loaf pan. It was like, please make this bread. It will be delicious. So thanks, Mom. I love you. I appreciate you. So here we go. We've got our loaf pan here. I'm gonna just continue to use this canola oil so we can grease this up. Boop-a-doop. I'm just gonna drizzle it in there. I feel like I sometimes use too much oil. I'm just tipping this back and forth and across to get it all across the bottom at the very least. But we also want the sides. The sides are a little bit trickier to get. I suppose you could do this with the butter if you like that sort of thing. It's not that I don't like that sort of thing. Ooh, I don't want to spill it, but I want it to cover the sides. Oh, right up to the edge, and then not too far. The short side is significantly easier than the long side. Whoa. Whoa. Coat it. The corners, of course, very important, because that's where you're gonna get stuck, right? I don't want that. Whoop. 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 I feel like I've seen other people do this with taking a wah! The oven's ready. Take a piece of wax paper and like moving stuff around in there. Which is, I mean, totally fine. I don't know. However you wanna grease your pan, friends. You do you. This has worked for me in the past, so I'm sticking with it. Let us pour our batter into this pan. Well, here we go. This is not runny. It worries me that it's not runny. Did I not use enough liquid? It says 1 cup, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons. I don't understand. Okay, you know what? We're only halfway through this sucker. We don't know what the end outcome will be, so just gonna have to wait and see. Okay, so I've got all that batter in there. Smoosh, smoosh. Make sure it's all even across. I don't want it to be lumpy. Boop, boop. Yes. Okay, so we've got it in the pan. It's time to put it in the oven. I got my dough here. Try not to get your hot meat in your dough. Be careful with your arms and your legs because the oven is hot. Get that in there. Okay. Whoop. All right, it just sits in there for 40 minutes. If other baking has taught me anything, it's don't open the oven. Nope, you just gotta leave it there. So set a timer and I don't know, maybe wash some dishes or something. Still 5 more minutes. I'm ready for bread. I have not opened the oven. I have no idea how it looks, but I mean, it smells like baking, so that's good. Okie dokie, the timer has just gone off. So let's see how we did. Wow! Oh, look at it. Look at it. I got it. This is difficult with one hand. Whew. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Wow. Oh, I am so excited. Oh, it smells great. Okay, now according to the recipe, we need to let this cool for a full 10 minutes. So I'll be back in 10 minutes and we'll see how, oh my goodness, I'm so excited, yay! Per the instructions now, we need to remove this beautiful bread from this pan and slice it. So it's been sitting for 10 minutes, so it's cooler than it was when it came out of the oven. Not quite completely cool. I'm not sure how to get it out of the pan. I don't know. Let me try a knife. Let me take ye old knife. And see, I mean, we greased up that pan, so this puppy should slide right out. I hope. It feels pretty good. I don't know how to, what if, I'm gonna eat this little crumbly bit. So far so good. What if I just, oh, look at that, you guys. Oh my God, that just fell right out. Oh, there's steam coming off of it. It smells incredible. Whoop. Hot loaf, hot loaf. Okay. That came right out. Fabulous. Okay. I happen to own a bread knife. Shink. So let's cut a thick slice and see how we did. Oh, I'm nervous. Did you hear that crunch, you guys? A little bit crispy top. Oh, look at that. That looks fabulous. I've got some butter here. Scoot, scoot, scoot. So you're supposed to, the recipe says eat with butter. So I'm gonna do what the recipe says. You know what, I gotta try it as is. Look at that, we got a golden outside and a floofy inside. Let's see. That's white bread, you guys. That's delicious. That's really nice. Let's see if we can melt some butter on this. Okay, I did take this butter directly out of the Frigidaire. So, it's pretty cold. Just gonna dab it. Try and get some buttery goodness on this white bread. Let's see. That's really yummy. Strong approve. I'm going rogue. Bringing out the Nutella. Is anything, I mean, Nutella's great straight out the jar, let's be real. But I want to see how it is on this. This is like almost cake-like. Mama LaVida knows what's up, you guys. This is great. And that was so easy. That was super easy. People keep being like, how do we make bread? This is how you make bread. Well, everyone, my carb dreams are coming true. That's for sure. So I hope everyone continues to stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. It's important. And enjoy some delicious carbs, friends. It's good for you. It's good for you. Cheers. I'll see you next time. That is so comforting. It's delicious. It's beautiful.